All right, folks. Now for the least fun part of the show. We do have a bit of downtime. I would like to confirm, though, right now that GuMiho and Impact are currently in game number 3. So we shouldn't be waiting for too long, hopefully. Scarlett just kind of coming into chat asking, did I qualify yet? Insane, right? I guess for quick layout, for those who don't know the format of this, top 2 players will qualify. So both the players who make it to the finals will be qualified in. The winner of that will just win $50, and the loser will walk away with a little bit of no cash, but an invite to the main event. Now GuMiho and Impact are out of game. Then we can find out who goes up against Zest.
Time will tell.
Yeah, it's like... So people are asking, by the way, what race are you, Zeph?
I am a filthy Zerg,
Ugh.
ex-Terran. I would like to repent for my
So you're like
go
an
back to
infested Terran.
Yeah, the reason I haven't gone back to Terran is honestly because I don't have a lot of time to play the game. Also, I'm a rager and I suck at Terran, so all a good time.
By the way, it is GuMiho who won. So GuMiho versus Zest. We got our first taste of a TvP. GuMiho versus Zest coming up.
Tal Terran hype. Oh man, I feel so lucky right now.
So this is like, I really want to go back on this. This is one of the small benefits. Oh, this is the wrong mod. Oops. Sorry, wrong mod. Be hosts. Kick everybody out of here. Here, I'm gonna make you host. Can you just remove everybody from the lobby? Or you're not in here anyways. I'll just remove everybody from the lobby. Oh no, okay, there. Kick everybody. I gotta go rehost the right map. I know, right? I just tasked you with kicking Zest and GuMiho. How does that make you feel right now? Alright, where's GuMiho? I keep like trying to invite Scarlet out of habit right now.
Riding the Scarlet hype train.
And I think Crank is going to be joining us on this one, which is going to be fantastic. So gotta get him and crew in.
Sounds gravy.
Awesome. Alright, I gotta tell the stream too. Zest versus GuMiho. Now this definitely warrants me taking 2 seconds to go tweet about this and let everyone know what's about to go down.
Good idea.
The lobby's like bugging out on me and doesn't want to work. Zest versus GuMiho. No, I need caps for this. Lowercase doesn't do it justice. Caps lock Zest versus GuMiho. Everyone, get in here!
Oh my god, now my tweet feels really like subpar.
You're like, oh, I'm tagging the players like a real person. And by the way, we got so many more people on stream right now. I haven't. Hang on, as I get the lobby, I gotta show off my sweater again. If you guys haven't seen my new Christmas sweater, Merry Christmas, everybody! I love Mike Tyson. I love the Mike Tyson mysteries. Oh, this is the best sweater I could have ever hoped to get for Christmas. It was a self gift.
Oh boy.
But they're ready to go. Let's not keep them waiting, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1: Zest versus GuMiho. TvP. And this is gonna be really cool. Zest was. Zest has played in a couple of our online games. We've been blessed with, the freedom from Kespa. These guys have been streaming. You've been blessed. If you guys were watching last night, you had Dark and Beyond end up playing each other on ladder like 5 or 7 times in a row while they were both streaming their points of views. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that's coming out of this, and I love that Zest has been playing in more of our tournaments. But what was really interesting was before IEM happened, Zest actually wasn't looking super great in our tournaments. However, IEM happened and Zest looked like a freaking beast up until he got finally knocked out. So we'll see how he does here today. In the bottom left, though, to kick off this best of 3, we've got the blue Terran. It's none other than GuMiho.
And in the top right, he is the red Protoss. The much-loved Zest.
Yep, much loved. Not only good at StarCraft, but good in looks. This guy is awesome all around. And I think right now, what's great about the fact that this is a TvP and not a TvZ is I'm actually, and this sounds so like my snooty nose raised in the air, I'm bored of watching Zest do the same Dark Shrine, Warp Prism opener versus Zerg over and over and over again. He kicks too much ass with it. It's not fun to watch anymore. It's happened too much. But TvP, that's where you start mixing in Colossus, Disruptors. You change it up, and it's a different matchup entirely, obviously, and it's a lot more exciting to me because it's not the same thing every time.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Colossus getting some love these days. It would make me laugh so much if he opened Warp Prism DTs.
Oh, well, I don't know about Warp Prism DTs. Might just be a straight-up Stargate, but either way, it looks like Zest is going to take the gloves off. Game number 1 versus GuMiho. No holding back.
Yeah, he's definitely going to play it dirty right off the bat here, starting off with proxy. Let's see what he drops down. I think you're right. I think it will be a Stargate as GuMiho just grabs his expansion, and there it is. It is indeed a Stargate.
Okay, so I think it was expected. The positioning would be just too weird for a robo anyways. But this, I really want to point out just how fast Zest is pushing this to the point where like it's not that he cut a mothership, but the fact that he put the pylon here right away will this is a dead giveaway. Reaper comes to the base early on, like obviously this is not the fastest Reaper ever, but like early on Reaper comes to the base, he's only one pylon, immediately you're like, okay, there's a proxy. But the Reaper's going to get here now, and it's going to look a little bit odd seeing no natural, and that alone might be enough for Goomho to say something's up. But what exactly is going to be up?
Yes, I mean, the ultimate scout would be to actually see these buildings. And he's actually getting kind of close to that area, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to get in there. He's going to see the pylon at the front for sure, but yeah, he doesn't actually see the buildings, doesn't get into the main. I think he'd probably have a hunch, though.
So the pylon attack here is not at all fake. This wasn't like a bait. Like, he really wants to break down the front door with this, kill that bunker, etc. But in doing so, the bunker doesn't get a finish. I was gonna say the big thing here is you kill the Marines, you kill the Cyclone, you kill whatever the anti-air would be that would otherwise stop the Oracle. So it's gonna ride right on in. There's no Widow Mines out. There's 2 Marines, barely a missile turret in the. This is bad. The lock-on kills that Oracle. So this is actually really bad for Zest to start in terms of that Stargate, but the Adepts still haven't been dealt with. There's another overcharge ready to go on this pylon. He's not going to be pushed back off this too easily.
No, he's not. It's still a tricky situation, but at least he doesn't have to deal with like 2 articles right now. He can probably get the second one down without too much trouble. He's just going to be careful on the front lines here. That overcharge is just such a pain in the behind. But you know, he's doing a pretty good job at defending this so far.
One of the Adepts finally gets picked off. The pylon's not going to get a lot more done, and this seems to be the end of Zest's push. There is a build here where you try to go 3 oracles behind this, and we've in some cases even seen players go as crazy as 4. If he catches GuMiho moving out, then yeah, those oracles are going to wreck a turret. You can melt it down so quick. But I don't think he's going to get a lot done. We'll see how much he dedicates. 2 oracles might just be it. 1 for Revelation, 1 for damage. No, he's going for a 3rd one! Zest, you crazy!
Man, Zest is not taking any prisoners here. He's gonna go straight for that 3rd oracle. The Reaper actually sees that that's still producing too. Tries to head across the map, but does get taken out by that Adept. So he's not actually gonna get confirmation that there's a natural down or anything just yet. He can probably assume that there is, but he just needs to be a little bit careful at home.
So the Viking's coming out. 1 Viking, 1 Widowmine, 1 Cyclone, 1 turret. Like, there's a lot here that says you should be able to stop these oracles. In fact, where are those Widowmines? Oh, he picked him up. He's going for a drop. Oh, this is actually really, really bad, maybe? Like, this is going to kill probes. That could end Zest's game. However, Zest is also looking to end GuMiho's game. Those were Stalkers warped in. Those weren't Adepts. He's looking to be able to shoot whatever he possibly can from further away. The Oracles can focus down Cyclones. 180 health is a lot more than they used to have, but, oh, Oracle damage is still crazy. He draws this out of position. The Viking comes out, gets a shot off. Meanwhile, those Widowmines unload in the main. Zest not paying attention. Big damage about to go down. Oh, 7 probes get picked off. No detection at home. No way to stop this.
Oh man, yeah, he would have felt that one in his soul a little bit, and that gives him a bit of pressure. He has no way I'm dealing with that right now while he's trying to attack. Oh, that's actually a,
That's a really nice time warp, actually.
warp.
Yeah, Stalkers can now possibly even kill the Command Center depending on how this goes. The Widowmine, they really caught him off guard. The losing with the Oracles kind of sucked. The other ones took a lot of heat from that too. Viking just trying to get what shots it can on top of that Mothership core. Mule's being dropped to the natural. Cyclones are going to do what they can. The Oracle's going for some damage too, but looks like GuMiho is going to hold this maybe. The Cyclones should be able to beat back the Stalkers. And let's not forget while this is going on, Zest has still been taking more probe losses.
Oh, no.
He's got no mining in the main while this goes on.
Yeah, he's lost 11 probes right now, so all in all, GuMiho's still looking pretty good. He is slightly behind on workers, but with the mules, that makes up for it right now, and he should have maybe enough to flush it out. He might actually lose that CC if he's not careful. Can he actually kill him?
Oh, I like the pickup micro. Keeps the Cyclone alive a little bit longer against the Stalkers. Picks up once again. GuMiho's a madman right now. He doesn't want to lose the game. He's holding his ground, and he stands firm.
Look at that. Oh,
I mean, the thing is, it's 2 base to 2 base, and yeah, the probe count for Zest isn't bad, but yeah, he couldn't deal with the Widow Mines. That's game, and GuMiho takes map number 1.
Wow, what a defense from GuMiho. That was awesome. That was high intensity match. I love what Zest did. I'm almost disappointed it didn't work out, but I love GuMiho as well as Zest, so can't complain about that. I am hoping for 3 games out of these guys though.
I know, we've been seeing a lot of 2-0s today, and I guess that does mean more games overall, so I'll cast that if that's the case, but I would love to see a game 3 as well. We're going to find out the next map from Zest in a moment. He says Echo. Alright, so we're going to not do a commercial break. We're just going to get this up as quick as we possibly can and get into this next game. Bottom side of the bracket, looks like Yulzing advanced over Reverse, so he's fighting against Stats. Winner of that fights against Scarlet, and that'll probably be our next series after this one.
And don't forget, guys, winner of this match goes into the semi-finals, awaiting the victor of Innovation versus Patience. So, what was the other stream that we have going as well?
Crank is casting on Crank TV, or TV Crank, or the Korean channel he's got. Yeah. Where, by the way, I'm not sure if he'll be joined by Ryung since he got knocked out, but that channel is typically Ryung, Alicia, and Crank all casting together. So a bit of a Korean trifecta. Yeah.
So they're currently doing the same match as us guys, but if for future matches we're doing a game that you maybe not so interested in, maybe it's a matchup you don't like, make sure you check out that stream as well, because they may have a different game.
I think you should do it just to support Crank in general, but I think at this point we'll probably all be in the same. There's not that many games left to really bounce around.
Yeah, fair point. Alrighty, so Echo is the name of the game. We have the players in the lobby. We're almost ready to go. Let us know who you think's gonna win, guys. Because I'm not sure. I kind of always favor Zest when I see him play, but given how well GuMiho defended that last match, I think he's got a pretty darn good chance himself.
Well, Zest giving us the go, so we'll get going into map number 2 here on Echo. Again, it's fantastic seeing everybody join us this morning. Kind of crazy having so many people tune in. Gotta give some big love though for some shout outs that we missed. I'm not sure if I did this one, but if I did, you get double shouts. Tesla the Great was a new sub like 20 minutes ago. Sorry so much for missing that. We had Squeedas hit us up with a 6-month resub, says Base Trade can catch the tail end of my best of 3, if you know what I mean. And then Bob Convolute with the 34-month resub. Ace Cates with a link that I can't click, but thank you so much. Bobble, by the way, is one of our mods here on the channel, so you get some super special, extra duper love. But game number 1 went in this guy's favor as we hop into the second match in the series. He's leading 1 point to 0. It is the Red Terran, GuMiho.
And in the bottom right, the blue Protoss once again. This is Zest.
So Zest got really aggressive in that game, and I think a lot of it had to do with the map more than maybe what he was planning to do strategy-wise. We'll see if he decides to get cheeky and proxy again, but Zest is quite the scrappy fighter in the online cups, but he was like this in the offline IEM competition too. Again, the match I referenced before, Lenog versus Zest game 1, was like the ultimate scrappy game, and I think that was a pretty good description of a lot of the matches we cast for him. There weren't really a lot of clean-cut victories. Like when you look at the way Scarlet played today, you know, like it's nothing close to that. So maybe Zest's online form is a little bit off. Maybe he's still flipping around with like the new patch. I don't know, but it's certain to say like online Zest has not been performing as well as offline Zest.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough too. Like online is generally not your main focus either when you have all these other premier tournaments to participate in. It's just kind of like a nice chill thing to do from time to
Yeah.
time. Um, but we'll see how it goes in this game number two. I mean, it is Zest at the end of the day. He is still incredible, and we'll see what he comes out with in this second game. I mean, so far.
Well, I'm not sure this
Say,
will be the Stargate, actually. The positioning is so awkward. He may try
yeah.
hiding tech up here instead, but wants to get dirty versus GuMiho. And, part of this, too, for Zest might just simply be he's one of these players who, as good as he is, still doesn't want to deal with Liberators later on. Like,
Yeah.
if you can get ahead early and not have to deal with that whole dance of Colossus, Liberators, Tempests, by all means, go for it. But the question really comes down to, like, is it going to be a Robo, a Twilight Council, or maybe even a Stargate? The thing that's so weird about this for Stargate is it is closer. Nah, it's going to be a Robo, I thought so. But you would put it, like, say, over here if you're looking to get there by air. The Robo makes this really interesting for me, though, because there's a couple of different directions Zest could take this. I would love if this was, like, a little more classic and we just had Immortals.
Yeah,
Either
that's
way,
what I was gonna say.
GuMiho comes down. He's gonna scout no natural base once again, and flags are gonna get raised. Like this is like sirens going off, saying, "Watch out, something's happening."
Yeah. It's poor little Reapers, man. They come out, they knock on the door, hoping to borrow some flour from their neighbor, and they find out that he doesn't have any, and then they've got to work out where it actually went.
Thank you, by the way, to Mr. Boris Makarov. Definitely not Mr. Boris Makarov's alt account. 23 months on that resub.
Much love to you, sir.
But the bunker actually finishes this time, so this is actually a vastly different opener, and it's a stalker, not an adept. Zest
Yeah.
gets really down and dirty. Was she gonna disruptor drop? I think he's gonna do disruptors. It's not immortals. Oh,
Uh-oh, Skitty. That's actually a pretty cool build. Let's see how it goes, because he's already going to start knocking down the front door, and when he's got warp prisms and whatnot, you're not really paying attention to the back of your base. He has some areas where there's no vision there. The reactor is in danger now. Can GuMiho start to push this back? He's trying, but he's in danger of losing a lot of these units as well. He does get the pylon, though.
He does get the pylon, but this would be so worrisome because if this was a Stargate, the Oracle would now come in and there would be no Marines, nothing to push this back. Mothership Core actually gets so low. Oh my god, one more shot may have done it. Actually, probably would have 3 more because the Cyclone's damage is so bad. But anyways, he gets really low.
Yeah, at least he has to be really careful with that now. He certainly can't bring him back in if he wants to until it has its shields all charged back up, or it's just a little too risky.
So I was saying disruptor. Oh, there we go. It's a little supply block. A bit awkward. It's natural finishes up. I'll have that extra supply too. But the nice thing about disruptor drops. Okay, we've all seen the potential disruptor has. It can obliterate armies, right? But the key thing it does, usually when it's this early, even if it's not proxied, is it keeps the Terran player at home. So Zest's later natural base might not hurt him as badly as it otherwise would. I think as well there's the potential that GuMiho doesn't pay attention for a second, you lose too much. I like the scan. He needed to know, like, was this going to be continued like one base all in or not. The scan, though, may be a false sense of security because here we go, Warp Prism coming on in. It's going to have speed, not right now, but in about 30 seconds.
Yes, and let's see if he's paying attention for that. I mean, the Cyclone's coming in right away, targeting that Warp Prism down, and that explosion doesn't really do anything, but he picks up and he gets on out of there.
So this is pretty massive. I didn't realize this change would affect it. For those who don't know, Cyclones for the longest time only had 120 health, so they were one shot by disruptors. But with 180 health that came in the giant patch of the game, 3.7 or whatever it was, I guess gives them enough that they can eat a disruptor hit. I did not know that until just this moment.
Notice he sidled right up to that Cyclone too, hoping to get it. But yeah, that is a good observation. Does get some nice SCVs there right now, and he's going to be so annoying because that War Prism is just so mobile. He just keeps picking it up, and he can just move it away, try again in the main, dart back to the natural. But these Cyclones are doing some work across the map as well, pushing those Stalkers right out of his territory.
Yeah. By the way, GuMiho playing pretty standard behind this. Nothing crazy. Stim pack on the way, so we are going to see bio this game. I love the tank. The tank can take a disruptor shot, but the tank can also deal a lot of damage back to it. Let's not forget, tanks used to hit for not very much. Now 70 a shot. Yeah, that's all the shields pretty much stripped away immediately off that disruptor. But at the end of the day, the problem is this Warp Prism. With Warp Prism speed, it moves so freaking fast, it's going to be so difficult to ever actually catch. And I think GuMiho knows that too. Other side of the map does have a bit of a drop. Uh-oh, there's nothing here really to defend. The pylons are out of position. This is actually really bad for Zest.
Oh, he's actually going to do so much damage. There's stalkers trying to attack the
other
front,
side of the map,
but
though.
guess what? GuMiho, he's sort of prepared for that. He doesn't have a lot of units, but he's got a bunker, he's got a siege tank, he's got a cyclone, he's got repairs available. The war prism, again, is the problem here. He does maybe get the...
Oh my god, both the disruptors go down. That's it. Gets game. GG.
Wow.
That's the series. GuMiho with a 2-0 knocks Zest out of the brackets.
Congratulations to GuMiho. Well played there. Zest so aggressive today.
Oh, this leads to the GuMiho versus Innovation.
Oh.
Okay, so that's going to be a really good set. A little sad to see Zest go down, but I think a lot of that for me watching that games, particularly versus Zest, is GuMiho playing the new patch of the game and Zest not being acclimated to it. I think you saw him reach for that the cyclone kill early on. It didn't quite hit the way he expected. Dropping directly in line of a tank, tanks which hit for 70 a shot now. Like, this game has been changed up, and I don't think Zest is quite adapted. I think that once he gets some time, he's going to be back on form like we're used to seeing him. But that game was a pretty clear example to me that Zest is not quite prepared for all the things that have changed.
I mean, he was also playing a little risky, you know, hiding tech.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
in
proxying in both games, too.
Kind of like a sort of like, why the hell not approach to the games, which is fair enough. He can always try again tomorrow, which is when our other qualifier actually is. So yeah, we'll be heading into another juicy best of 3 in not too long. Semi-finals now. Oh my god, so fast.
This is a qualifying match. We'll talk more about that in a moment. We'll get the commercials out of the way because GuMiho and Innovation can't wait to start. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.